Hey Rose, thank you so much for purchasing another reading. I cannot wait to dive in. We're going to begin with a sound bowl clearing, move on to channeled messages, and then dive into all of these decks in front of me. So let's go. Gorgeous. I wish I could leave that there and just let that ring, but God, archangels, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, thank you. Please help me to be a clear channel for your divine love, wisdom, and guidance. Help me to connect with Rose's energy and to channel messages in alignment with their highest good and the highest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm hearing destiny, destiny speaker, destiny seeker, and I'm seeing a fish hook, but it's also like the Aries symbol. Fish hook. Fish can be financial abundance. It's also like giving me the deadliest catch. I'm seeing a marlin, spiritual meaning of marlin. I think that's a marlin or swordfish. Are those the same thing? I'm seeing like those massive fish with the long tusk. I think it's a tooth technically. And teeth and bone is Capricorn energy. It's making me think of a unicorn horn as well, which makes me think of third eye sensitivity. And that cone shape, that spiral, is making me think of those seashells you can get. I don't know what they're called, but they're spiraled and iridescent and pearlescent, mother of pearl kind of energy. It makes me think of June birthdays, Gemini, Cancer energy. We're coming into Gemini, Cancer season, so yeah. Could be something, it's like giving me the energy of devotion. It's giving me the energy of like, yeah, again, like a third eye antenna. It's like a sensitivity, an uber sensitivity. And it's giving me, again, with the fish hook energy, it's like you're going to find some sort of business match or some sort of, I'm hearing construct, contrail, construct, condition, I don't know. So it's about finding, and I'm seeing like a dog's nose now, like sniffing. There's something about like sensitivity for picking up on some sort of trail. It's giving me kind of investigator energy. And now I'm seeing, I don't even know what, it's like I don't know what they're called, but it's like a bit that you would put onto a drill, and it's for like putting holes. It's reminding me of like when I hung a door for the first time, just, through my own YouTube knowledge with help. But one of the parts we had to do is like drilling the hole in the door in order to put the latch in, like I think that's what it's called. So it's making me think of a doorknob. It's making me think of doors, which are Empress energy. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting it. It's like, you have to put the handle into the door in order to open the Empress energy, in order to be able to get into that feminine energy. And interestingly, the door handle, the door knob feels like masculine energy. It's also kind of giving lock and key. But something about that drilling away, that opening up. I also remember like just thinking of a door that like side of the door. That was kind of like a mind trip for me, trying to figure out how to put the appliances within the door in order for it to have like a locking mechanism. I'm not sure. Um, Going back into that ocean energy, and I'm getting like dolphins. Um, yeah, it's making me think of how those stories that have been coming out about the dolphins, like making humans build underwater. I'm just remembering I wanted my little crystal. There you are. The dolphin Gary getting the guy that like hiring humans, or not hiring, but just forcibly bringing them under into their little underwater caves and getting people to like build. It's interesting. I'm not sure where. Maybe it's kind of giving me like how source might be speaking through you, maybe wanting you to create something, bring something into being. I'm getting like heads nodding, some way in which they want to work through you, and maybe aligning you to get more receptive, get into those spaces where you are energetically open, where you have, I'm thinking of Empress energy, divine feminine energy as that receptacle, but we can only be in that receiving mode, and that um, when we're calm, when we're resting, when we can be present. So maybe, yeah, making space or even setting a routine. Something's making me think of this Uranus and Gemini energy, and wondering where it is in your chart, what house it's hitting for you in your natal chart. So whatever house is ruled by Gemini, depending on the degree, of course, it's in 0 degrees of Gemini. And 0 degree is that initiation point, and Uranus is that planet of sudden change and awakening. I'm also getting 9th house a bit here as well, which is 9th and 6th house. 6th house is like daily routines, it's small animals, um, it's Virgo energy. So it's like our health, our wellness. Think about the stomach, where the 9th house is Sagittarius energy, is it not? Or is that just my 9th house? No, I think it really is, though. Yeah, it is. So it's like long distance travel, it's your personal beliefs, your morals. Yeah. It's also higher learning. And I'm getting distance learning. There could be some sort of course you want to sign up for. And I'm getting a nodding like confirmation that there maybe is some sort of path or certification, education. It could even be a free workshop, could even be a book, something. And it's giving me like the image of you reading and your mind being open, the crown chakra being open, that restful state. You got tea, you've got a blanket, and you're just like, okay, let me let that go. There's almost like I'm getting like a teardrop kind of shape on the heart, like a heaviness on the heart, or a weight, a burden, and it's almost like this. I'm able to take that off, that burden off of my shoulders, and able to set it aside. I'm choosing to set it aside. It's almost giving like a little bit parasitic, like a little bit Velcro. So just taking a moment here to send light, and just seeing any parasitic attachments, any cords, any lower vibrational energies that seek to harm and that keep you from your highest state, your highest vibrational existence, your highest self. Just seeing that softening. I'm getting, yeah, like there's like something with teeth, and it's kind of like really dug in. So this could also just be, you know, a thought form or a belief, maybe around, being lovable, being worthy. Yeah, and I'm getting, I am lovable. I am lovable. I am lovable. I am loved. I am love. I am love. I am love. Yeah, and that's that divine feminine energy where it's like we first have to have the space, the capacity to even hold that truth. And then but when we can, it's like this channel that opens and it's just a wellspring of love and information and yeah, and this is giving and divine creativity, and this is giving me chills on my right side. I'm seeing bananas. Bananas are high in potassium. Potassium is a positively charged ion. Letter K could be significant. And it's an excitatory, so there could be a need for more. I'm also getting magnesium though, which is kind of the opposite, negatively charged ion, muscle relaxant, a nervous system soother. There could be something out of whack with your salts. Celery juice in the morning on an empty stomach is a really even better. Lemon juice before that, and then a break. This is medical medium information if you're interested. Anthony Williams, really good healing information. Yeah, medical medium is the name of his first book, and it's excellent. It's all channeled information, but all about diet. Yeah, I'm getting something about, I got spine, I also got spleen and stomach. Again, so there's more of that Virgo energy. Spleen feels like it could be Aries energy. It's making me think of horses when they're stressed, their spleen will release like red blood cells, and it's like basically, I think that's correct. It'll basically just supercharge them with energy, but it's only for a short, it's like, run now so you can survive, but it's not like endurance energy. So there could be something here too about yeah, like nervous system regulation and finding that sustainable energy. And they're bringing me to the heart. It's like doing things from a place of love, from a place of devotion. I don't know if I spat that word out in the beginning, but that's the word that was coming through with the Marlin unicorn horn thing. Okay, this is where I want to end the channel so I can get into the cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now I want to pull a mantra for Rose, please, Spirit. Mantra, please. Beautiful. We have I am strong. We have Leo energy coming through. I am strong. And there's that connection between strength and vulnerability, right? It's like you have to be strong to create that space, to create that capacity, to create that environment of containment where the divine feminine energy has the safety to come forward. Let's get an archetype now for our Rose, please, Spirit, for this reading. Please help me to connect with their energy. Yeah, I'm hearing divine freedom, divine guidance, divine expression, heartfelt, heart-based expression. Help this to resonate perfectly with Rose, please, Spirit. One card, set the tone for this reading. I'm getting there could be a family member specifically, like an aunt. And aunt to me could be like a name. It could be an actual aunt. It could be even like the animal. I just wanted to, yeah, the temple. I'm going to put this back, but it did want to make itself known just because I like for them to leap out at me. But sometimes, yeah, the temple though. But yeah, like, but it feels like on your mom's side and it feels next to her rather than above her on the family tree kind of thing. I don't know. Could even be a friend. We have the healer. This is 25. Gorgeous. The three-headed snake. Beautiful yellow solar plexus, root chakra energy. We got the egg, real womb, divine feminine energy coming through. I'm not going to read this from the book yet, but I will. We're going to go straight into tarot. We're going to start with the Tarot of Magical Correspondences. Let's give it a good shuffle. And I will take reversals if they make sense. For Rose, please, Spirit. The 3 heads, and then there's like... So yeah, divine feminine energy definitely coming through, but also like Lilith energy, Sabbath. I don't know what that is, or that just came through. Witch's Sabbath. Yeah, and there's that iridescent. It's really hard to see, but this looks like a bubble almost. Like there's some really beautiful, subtle iridescence to that within here, and it's almost looking more like pearl, like a pearlescent again. So yeah, it's making me think of aura quartz, and aura quartz is like quartz that's just coated with aluminum, which is sad, and apparently it can kill the quartz. But it also kind of looks like the inclusions that you can get within quartz, like this one has, where it goes all rainbow. So it's like the way light is refracting through something. Yeah. Light being consciousness, refraction being our perspective. It's also like, yeah, 3 heads, like 3 different perspectives, 6 eyes. For Rose, please, Spirit. Let's get 4 cards. I think that was the 4 of Swords. 4 of Cups. So this is Cancer Moon energy. This is about rejection. It can also be about, yeah, like an emotional, yeah, with the 10 of Wands in reverse, like an emotional burden or, oh my gosh, I didn't even take that in. Look at that creature. Look at the horn. That's perfect. Look at it. It's so long it leaves the card. So there's a real focus on that third eye sensitivity, that direction where the third eye is taking us. It's making me think of in riding what I teach is like when we're asking the horse to turn, it's like don't just pull the horse's head and, you know, crank its neck and make it turn. Like suggest in the most gentlest way through the way you hold your body that you want the horse to turn by putting your body in the turning shape. You know, and use your entire, like a holistic, something about holistic. And then the 10 of Wands in reverse is like this huge burden being dropped. And then the 5 of Cups, that's another painful energy. We have Mars, Scorpio Mars energy, which is, this can be a real vengeful card, but it's also the progression of the 4 to the 5. It's like, at least you're doing something with it. At least you're moving this energy up and out, but it is painful because this is linked with Geburah. I'm not really familiar, but it's moving on the tree of life, and Geburah is all about challenges and, you know, that number 5 energy. Then we have the 3 of Wands at the bottom here, which is very hopeful, but let's keep going. But yeah, the 10 of Wands in reverse, yeah, it's how you want to see the card. As long as that doesn't mean it's like this chronic holding, which makes me think again of like the organs and just, yeah, drinking water, flushing it through, getting the fascia moving, softening fascial restrictions around the, the stomach, because we have this yellow coming through, and it's coming through here with the 10 of Wands. Okay, now we have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this feels like pain that is being transmuted into power. I would just be mindful of the quality. With the High Priestess here, this is encouraging, and the Healer. I like this. Let's move on to another deck and flush this story out. So now I want to get the Vice Versa Tarot. Very interesting that we have that progression. You know, the 4 of Cups being, it seems like it's being blocked by the 10 of Wands. So there's, I want to say that the burden is beginning to be like softened, like the hand is opening, it's beginning to move. But it's also like the Four of Cups is blocking the Five of Cups. Sorry, the Ten of Wands is blocking the Four of Cups from evolving into the Five of Cups. But it's also like, I can understand why you wouldn't want to go to the Five of Cups. It's an uncomfortable energy. But it's something about healing your pain is feeling it. Because the Four of Cups can have like a numbness to it because it's four. It's such a solid energy, you know, it's complete, it's balanced. And so it's like, it's good how it is, but it's like, it's not the Ten of Cups. There's still so much more, you know, joy to be found. The Eight of Wands keeps making itself known to me. Let's keep going now for Rose, please, Spirit. Let's clarify this Four of Cups. What's this energy? We've got the Four of Clover here, which is like almost like, yeah, it's something about that song's coming through. It's like, it feels good. Feels good to be alone. Good to be afraid. Good to not know what's coming my way. Lean into the feeling or leave it all alone. There's more than one way home. Yeah. There's something about, yeah, discomfort being cathartic or necessary, or just, you know, it's like, that's part of the story as well. The Cancer moon, though, is like there's like a clinging. Especially with the Ten of Wands. You know, Cancers, us Cancers, we're known for being, what do they call us? I guess clingy, yeah, like emotional. That's exactly what we need. The Six of Swords. Oh, doesn't that feel better? That's Aquarius Mercury. That's like exactly what the Four of Cups, which is like stuck heart. It's like navel gazing. It's getting stuck in the discomfort. It's being comfortable in the discomfort, but to the point of numbness. And then the Six of Swords is like, hey friend, and someone just grabs your hand and is like, let's go for a walk. And you're like, yeah, let's do that. I also could see you being that person as well. But there's something about Aquarius and Cancer. There's a relationship there, and it's not really obvious. Because they're so far away from each other. Cancer is the 4th house, Aquarius is 11th house. There's like no interaction, but it's like, that's what's helpful. It's like a healthy level of detachment, a healthy level of freedom. This is moving from, choppy waters into calm waters. This is happening at night. And for me, like if and let me show you these cards too. I think I showed you the Four of Cups already. You know, if I'm in a bad way, the best way and the most gentle, soothing way to feel better is just lying and looking at the stars, because it's just perspective. There's that perspective again. We do have the Ten of Swords here, so there is more of that 10 energy coming through. Let's keep going. What's this Ten of Wands in reverse for Rose, please, Spirit? Wow, there's the Emperor. Did I mention him? I was seeing him, but I don't know if I mentioned him. And now I don't know if that was upside down or upright, but I think it was upright. This is masculine energy, divine masculine energy, Aries energy. This is Mars, war, blood, sharp things. But he also has the union symbol here, the Ankh. This is what is needed in order to create that space. I feel like I've never seen this card in a way. Like the way I feel like I've never, and you know, to be fair, I haven't been able to play with my cards as much as I want to, but look at how he's sitting in front of that portal. It does not look like the night sky again. It's, night sky sounded like nice guy as well. and I'm hearing like no more Mr. Nice Guy, but it also makes me think of how like there's a difference, a very important difference between nice and kind. And to me, nice is self-serving and kind is not. You know, kindness is you've got something on your teeth, you know. It's like that feels kind of it's uncomfortable for us to make someone else uncomfortable, but like I want to be told if there's something in my teeth, you know. But this guy just has so much presence, and I feel like his eyebrows are a little bit, yeah, like consternation, compressed, focused. Oh, and look at how interesting his right hand, he has the glove off, and that's how he's able to like float the ball. There's something about your healing energy, your life force energy. And on the back here, that fire is on that side. So there's something that, yeah, that's like perfect. So it's like gloves off energy of, you know, getting down and dirty with yourself. There's the Eight of Wands again, which is like just sitting with the discomfort and sitting with the emotions, and like it makes sense why I feel this way, you know, and just being that container for um, whatever house Aquarius rules. I'd also be interested because we're getting a lot of that space energy. So I would look at that in your birth chart and just, yeah. And the way his like sash thing, his robe, his cape, it's the way it's like, it looks like he's bleeding. Doesn't it look like blood running down him? The way he's got it arranged is like so random. And with that coming up underneath the Ten of Wands, it's like letting yourself bleed. But it's also like those Ten of Wands, all of those sticks, all of that wood energy was coming through when I was channeling to it. When I said it, oh look, and there's the fire. And that 5-5, that change energy, and taking things to Malkut, which is like the root. Taking things into the 3D. It's like, okay, what are the brass tacks? Let me get organized here. Let me get on top of this. Let me burn up all of this karma. Let's make a bonfire. Let's release all of these ties. I'm getting like old growth forest, like as in, it's like these, I'm getting pituitary again. So there's that third eye. And pituitary is also like our master hormone, like our master gland for hormones. It tells all of our other hormones what to do and how much to release. I'm getting insulin and cortisol. When your cortisol spikes, like when your stress spikes, it'll release a lot of sugar into the bloodstream so that you can run. There's more of that adrenalized energy coming through, that like it's Mars dominant energy I'm hearing. But it could be like, yeah, balancing that toxic Mars energy. I think it's interesting that when I was channeling, the Empress is coming through and now the masculine's coming through. So there's a real highlight, which I mean, how much more foundational can you get, you know, masculine, feminine. Let's keep going. What's this 5 of Cups for Rose, please, Spirit? There's some like ancestral pain coming through here. Like I'm getting Remembrance Day energy. November, Scorpio season could be skimming. This is Scorpio energy. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, that's painful, eh? That's also kind of dark though, because it gives me like vengeance for someone that like won't, where there's like no collaboration. It's like, if we can't build, then or it could just be pain, I guess, around to not make it so dark. But yeah, it's like pain and regret. That's what the 5 of Cups is all about, around something not working out, around there being a lack of collaboration. There's even a rose growing here in one of the chalices. And isn't it interesting that like there's these chalices over in this 5 of Cups card, and then the rose there. Sorry, you're so far away from me that I can't get it any closer. That they're so far away from me, I can't get any closer. Felt like a channeled message. And this block that he's holding is like a block of marble with an upward pointing triangle. So again, that's the solar plexus, that's fire. And it's like someone was meant to bring the fire, but instead they brought earth. And so it's like, I'm just seeing someone dumping sand on a fire, you know, it's like it puts it out. Yeah, let's keep going. This Queen of Wands this is giving me like glow up energy with the Queen of Wands, but also like Queen of Wands, Five of Cups next to each other. This whole spread makes me a bit nervous because it's like, where is the energy coming from? Like there's like a danger of like cruelty here, mistreatment. Yeah, we have the vision of power, the vision of sorrow. And it all began with the vision of love. And it's like, yeah, I just saw the Empress card, the back of her. Let's keep going for Rose, please, Spirit. What's this Queen of Wands energy in this spread? What do I need to highlight? There's big cat energy here, though, which is like protection. Wow. King of Wands. That's exactly who you need to come out in order to like keep things safe. We have now two male energies, though, and they're separated by the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Like there's something not working together. These could be aspects of yourself that feel like they can't get along. And so there's been a fracture here. We all have many aspects of ourselves, and the more trauma we've been through, the more aspects we have. There's something coming through, but maybe like a non-verbal aspect of you, like from a very, very young fragment, something, yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups. It could be being set free. Like these could be, I'm getting the energy of like, it's like these inclusions under the skin, almost like, you know, acne or, and it's like being released, this toxicity, the sun at the bottom. What more could you want? This is the after tarot now, so let's keep this going. Yeah, the Emperor, the way he just flew into the Ten of Wands, it's just like impaction. It's like infection that needs to be like skewered and released. And I think it is already moving. And yeah, this lizard at his feet feels like, oh, be careful where you put your feet though. Like your feet being the root chakra as well. Also Pisces energy. You're talking about the house that Aquarius rules. So then the Pisces would be right after that. But I just keep seeing him like stepping on the snake. Not the snake, what's it called? The lizard. Yeah, and with the healer being here as well, and this, we have the match here, the Queen and King of Pentacles. Sorry, interesting though. I said Pentacles, which are, the King of Pentacles is the last one before he gets the Emperor. So it's like this King of Wands, I'm seeing this as like a part of you, and it being, it's powerful, but does it compare to the Emperor? No. The Emperor is the, you know, he rules all of the kings, all of the queens. He is the mastery, he's the embodiment of them all. It's something about maybe like head and heart too, getting them talking to each other, connection, some sort of internal connection. Integrity. Yeah, there's the King of Pentacles. Integrity, yeah. It's one of my favorite values. There's the Queen of Wands again. Yeah, and this Queen of Wands, you know, the feminine protects the masculine energetically. Yeah, and now I'm seeing his throne made of wands, you know? It's like, it's something about like an arrogance here. This gives me like very teenage energy, where it's like, I took all my pain and I made a throne out of it, you know? It's like giving me the energy of, you know, when you're at odds with your parents and you just do the exact opposite of what they want. and it feels like freedom, but it's like a level of, it's like an immature freedom. It's like you're almost there, but you haven't taken it to the fullest expression of like unconditional love, of taking them as a part of yourself, of, and yeah, relatable. You know, that's not easy. It's easy to say. Let's keep going here, please, for Rose Spirit. What's this? Four of Cups, Six of Swords. What else? We have the Knight of Swords. So there's some sort of communication coming in here. So this could be communication coming in from someone else. This could be me as well. That could be relieving some pain or making you aware of it. This card is making me work for it. You'll never believe what card this is. Intuition check. Emperor again. That's crazy. 444. So divine protection. You're definitely divinely protected. Your angels are here. Empress, sorry, High Priestess again. Very cool. Very powerful. This could also be government. This could also be father figure. This is some sort of high level protection. I'm hearing mountaineer. Mountaineer. Someone that can guide you where the air is less dense. Is that the right way to put it? Like when the air gets thin, we have the moon. So really powerful. Definitely something with the fears being triggered here. 18, Pisces energy. Yeah, this is like, oh yeah. I'm getting coyote, like frenzied, you know, that yowling that they do when they've killed something. And it's that eerie, like chittering hyena. For Rose, please, Spirit. It's like, yeah, if I can't work with you, then no one can. Really dark with that Three of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Two of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands at the end in reverse, it's like all of this highly pressured, supercharged energy, and it can't come out yet because Aries Mars is the Two of Wands, and that's over top of the King and Queen of Wands. So it's either like some sort of protected connection here, or like a connection not being able to like come into fruition, not be able to hit climax. With the Hanged Man, yeah, stuck energy, and the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's like a perspective shift that needs to happen about something outside of someone. And it's like, this feels more like that impacted emotions. The Six of Cups in reverse, soulmate energy, like being blocked, some sort of inner child blockage. And it's like not quite time yet, but it feels like the pain is at a pinnacle. I could also see this as the Emperor providing containment to the moon. Emperor can be very much like sun energy. It's where Aries, and it's also the beginning and the end, because we have Aries and then Pisces. It's like start, stop, gas pedal brake. It's like whiplash energy. It's all the blocked cards: Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So the only wands that we have upright are the King and Queen's wands. And this could be the Four of Wands, but we're missing two wands. You know, like they could be together. So what's stopping them from going forward? It seems like healing. But let's just go back into this. Or some secrets, hidden information, especially with the moon. There could be hidden, pain, regret. And this is like the feminine energy that's hidden, because we have like the cups and the pentacles with the moon. The Ten of Swords in reverse. This could be past traumas getting in the way. King of Coins. Okay, yeah, so it just seems like there's like pain that needs to be transmuted in order for it to, Three of Coins, then it's like, then you can work together with the Emperor, as opposed to, and the Ace of Cups. Interesting that now the 2 10s are in reverse though, eh? Maybe something needs to be put to an end with these kind of energies of like, it feels like grade 7, like that, there's a devil. Is there something about like trying to hold on to people that aren't worth your time? Death in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it feels, King of Wands, King and Queen of Wands, because they're a couple, it's kind of feels like mom and dad too, or some sort of significant couple. And it's like maybe recognizing how dad should have been in this King of Coins energy. Yeah. I'm hearing something about being set free. And why is this 3 of Coins upright where this one is in reverse? I think because in this 3 of Coins, there's 3 people instead of just the one guy with the rose. And it's something about him also being on a ladder. Like he's able to get higher. He's able to get that higher perspective. And I'm hearing like, higher love, bring me higher love. You know, with the Ace of Cups, it's coming in from that detached place as opposed to maybe this like impulsive, anxious place with the King of Swords. It's communicating from, yeah, I'm hearing that bring me higher love song. 3 of Coins next to the 10 of Swords in reverse is like learning how to work with your pain. It's like giving your pain somewhere to live, giving your pain an altar, but not to like, and not free reign to act from, because that's like where this kind of stuff happens. The horse is stressed, the guy's about to get stabbed, and like everyone's stressed, and it's just a bit frightful. It's like something about, you know, being in this lobster energy of emerging from the water, like salt baths. It's something about letting the water just run off of you, like water off a duck's back kind of thing. It's maybe even like allowing something to be ground out, like allowing something to end, allowing someone to like ruin it. It feels like, yeah. Let me read the healer from the book now, because I feel like now we've opened up the space to hear it. The healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and dis-ease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. When light, self-contained, grateful, awake, when dark, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. Beautiful. This is on page 111 as well, so more of that 3 energy. It says the image of the serpent is eternally tied to healing and medicine. Both Western, the caduceus, and Eastern, kundalini, study the serpent and its power. The wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deep integration. Gorgeous. Integration, integrity feel very much linked. More of that Eight of Wands energy keeps coming through. It's like high-powered change, high-powered communication. This could also be someone coming in, someone communicating from your past that has maybe been rejected by you, in this Emperor energy, wanting to build, wanting there not to be an ending, and wanting you to not leave, and someone wanting to step up into this King of Coins energy. Did I not say business? And there's abundance at the bottom. Yeah, very, very beautiful. Okay. For Rose, please, Spirit. Magic. Yep, that energy's been coming through. For Rose, please, Spirit. We got the Vesica Pisces symbol here. We got that coming up next to the Ace of Cups. It's something about the magic of gray energy, you know, like not black or white, but finding that source that connects us all, speaking from that place. Eye of Horus is coming through. Wow, it just started raining. And there's some sort of bird squeaking. And we got rest. I love green and purple next to each other. Purple, the crown chakra. Rest is that heart chakra. And that's very much, with that coming up with the Emperor, is like what I was saying, creating that safe space, that container, so that you can, you know, play with these energies, the divine feminine energies of magic. There's strength coming through in reverse. So it's like, it does feel like, you know, needing to stop being strong in these ways that cause harm, you know. And I'm seeing the Five of Cups, the Moon, and the Ten of Swords. You know, it's like certain things, and I'm just seeing like a blade being dropped, and it's like bloody because you've been holding on to it so tight. And a blade could be a word, it could be a thought or something someone said is what I meant to say, not a word, but of course, you know. And it's so interesting too, because the mantra we got is I am strong. Doesn't mean that you have to continue to be strong, but like you have been strong, recognizing the strength that you have had, but maybe it has kept you stuck with it coming out with this red energy, this root chakra energy. But it could also be like, where is that strength coming from? Is it come from like armoring your heart, or is it coming from your feet? Is it coming from the start and there's success? So yeah, something not working out is your success, is what's giving you the space to come into this King of Coins energy, to really, that feels just like evolving and getting, it's like you have to go backwards. I remember all those words in the Healer. Yeah, it's like you have to go backwards in some way in order to get this step that allows you the connection to the Emperor, to the divine masculine within, to that feeling of safety. There's some sort of, and it doesn't have to be divine masculine with it. It could be also, of course, divine masculine, because there is something missing here with that connection point, and there's balance coming through. Gorgeous. And this is connection too with the sacral color, the orange being next to the red. We like that, just like in this card. Yeah. I love that it ended with success. Like, yeah, that's what we need right now. Let's get some teal swan frequency images now. I will read these ones from the book. And these images are so cool because they shift our vibrations simply by looking at them. For Rose, please, Spirit. Yeah, something's really coming through, like Flanders Fields, rose on rose. Poppy, like heroin energy, numbing energy. Remembering, though, forgetting was talked in that Healer book. There's something with the Ace of Cups, again, like taking a salt bath or some sort of drink, like libation, some sort of healing elixir that you can offer yourself, maybe a drink from your childhood even on that note. Also making me think of cleavers. Oh, we have healing here with the healer. That's crazy. Cleavers are like a natural herb that just grow like without much help, depending on where you live. And they're good for lymphatic, like cleansing the lymph, which is where our immune system lives. But definitely meditation here, rest. And we did have that rain that just came and then it's gone again. Sun shower. It's giving me You Are My Sunshine energy. Such a sad song. Okay. For Rose, please, Spirit. We have 22, self-trust. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Like that unlocks the magic. And look at how in this image, there's like a perfect square, that 4 energy. 22 equals a 4 as well. So we have 4, 4, 4, 4. Wait, 4, 4, 4, 4. We have 4 4s. 4 times 4 is 24, which is 6. And we have 25 here with the healer. Again, that like step before. There's change, number 1. In reverse for Rose, we have nostalgia, 41 in reverse. Final one for Rose, please, Spirit. Yeah, there's something that needs to be let go of from the past, for sure. Past, wherever there's been regret. Yeah, it's like making different choices. It's also like looking, there's mother, 35. It's also like, and there's 42, nurture. Interesting, mother and nurture. I'm going to get the rest of our cards and then we'll read them all at once. We're going to get a blind spot card, another teal swan. These ones can be hard hitters, but really impactful. For Rose, blind spot, please. For Rose, please. Gorgeous. Wow, would you believe it? Another number 4. So now we have 5 4s. 5 times 4 is... Wait, did I say 4 times 4 is 24? I don't think it is it? Because I feel like 5 times 4 is 20. 5, I think I'm thinking of 6 times 4 is 24. So then 4 times 4 is 18, right? I feel like I should know that. Well, when I'm in this state, it's not always, I don't always have my whole brain. I got my whole heart there. Okay, for Rose, let's get a final white light oracle. These are the most beautiful. My first oracle deck. For Rose, please, Spirit, advice. I got too many cards. Just one card, please, Spirit, for Rose. Yeah, it did come out. Beautiful. We got 24. Alpha of Alcyone. Okay, and 11 at the bottom, Sacred Scar. Let's begin with self-trust, number 22 for Rose. It says, if you have drawn this card upright, trust that you know what is right for you, and above all, trust yourself to create things that are in alignment with your highest good. Focus on ways that you can depend on yourself. Let go of the right answer and instead look for your right answer. Do not wait people's opinions in order to make up your own mind. You can afford to take some risks. This is the time to begin living your life according to your own sense of integrity. Exactly. Listen to your feelings. They always have important messages to share. If you are being thwarted by self-doubt right now, your message from the universe is to let it go and trust yourself. You are capable of anything, and you really do know what is best for you. That is so gorgeous, and yeah, that's what I want to hear. Change in reverse. If you have drawn this card reversed, you have stagnated. Your fear of moving forward has led you to a place where you feel stuck. Ask yourself, why am I contracting instead of expanding? You are wasting your energy instead of channeling it toward your true desires. Finish what you have started to, or begin something completely new. It is time to stop resisting your calling. Gorgeous. Yeah, it makes me think too, with that coming up over rest, it's like rest versus distraction. Knowing where your efforts will actually be multiplied and rewarded, and knowing where it's just kind of, my mom used to call it make work. When I'd go to do my homework and I would just rewrite all my notes, it's like that's not really what we need to do. We just need to start on the real work. Okay, nostalgia in reverse. If you have drawn this card in reverse, you are trying to get away from your past. You have forgotten that the past contained good as well as bad. Even if some of us experienced pasts that were tipped more toward the negative than toward the positive, it would serve us to look back and to try to remember some of the good things in our past. Yeah, and that's with strength in reverse. It's like kind of letting yourself break, maybe. But having that container at the same time, whether that be yourself, like I've been saying, or someone else that you can trust. We have mother, appropriate, with Mother Day just passing. Was that upright? Yeah. If you have drawn this card upright, the time has come to mother and to be mothered. Support others and let yourself be supported. Help them and let yourself be helped. Develop empathy in the situation you find yourself in. You are neglecting your needs. You are neglecting other people's needs, and you are expecting yourself or them to tough it out or be stronger than you or really they are. They really are. The practice you need to invite into your life is the practice of becoming softer. The reality is that often the strongest substances on earth, like water, are strong because they are soft. Now is the time to become softer. I love how they turned that around, the strength thing, and that's exactly what I was kind of on about. Very beautiful. Yeah, it's something about being softer, and that's the maturing. That's the coming out of the King of Wands into the King of Coins. Really gorgeous. Okay, number 4 for the blind spots. This is what we're not seeing for Rose. Number 4. Your motives. It says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are not aware of your true motives in this situation at hand. In order to avoid the consequences of this blind spot, you're going to have to be brutally honest with yourself about your actual intentions, motives, and desires. You are going to have to do this even if it makes you feel as though you may be a bad person. As people, life is torture for us to live if we have a poor self-concept. Yeah, that's why the solar plexus is coming through. We have to see ourselves as good, but this means that for the sake of seeing ourselves a certain way and being seen a certain way, we are perfectly capable of even fooling ourselves about the truth of our actual motives, intentions, and desires. For example, we might gossip and plot against someone simply because we are envious or jealous of them. We might tell ourselves that we are marrying for love when in fact we are marrying a person simply because of status or security. We may say yes to something we don't want to, but act as if we do want to do it so that we can get whatever reward we are after. We do this anytime we have a means to an end attitude. We may be acting two-faced, which is actually an indication that our true motive is being hidden. We may pay the bill simply because we want to force people at the table to be indebted to something, staying allied with us, as is so often the case when someone does something to displease us and we say, after everything I have done for you. The problem isn't the motive itself. The problem is we are fooling ourselves about it and fooling others about it. This makes it deceit. If we want to transcend this blind spot, we must be willing to feel shame. We must be willing to really admit to ourselves that our actual motives, intentions, and desires are, even if doing so makes us see ourselves as bad or wrong. Otherwise, we are leading ourselves and others straight down the path of suffering. Wow, that was a heavy hitter. I hope that was not too much, but I trust that it wasn't. It doesn't feel earth-shattering. Final card, perfectly on time, just a little bit over an hour. We have number 24, Alpha of Alcyone. A positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. Exactly. We got success. We already knew. It says, the brightest star in the Pleiades star system, Alcyone, holds the frequency of love, the sacred feminine healing power of compassion, and the grace of mercy. In the myths of ancient Greece, Alcyone was so in love with her husband Ceyx that she referred to him as Zeus, and he referred to her as the divine wife of Zeus, Hera. Zeus was so irritated by such grandiosity that when Ceyx was at sea, Zeus struck his ship with a lightning bolt. In her grief, Alcyone threw herself into the sea. Moved by mercy, the gods transformed the lovers, into kingfishers. These birds embody the spiritual medicine of abundance, love, prosperity, peace, and happiness, bringing blessings of hope and healing to humanity. The Halcyon days take their name from this goddess turned kingfisher. They are the 7 days on either side of the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. During this time, there are said to be no storms, only peaceful weather. Legend has it that the god of the winds calms all storms during this period so Alcyone can nest safely. The term now symbolizes a period of luminous grace amidst a challenging time, during which one can rest in tranquility. It is also an omen of more peaceful days of love and prosperity ahead. Alcyone is the goddess of grace and mercy, especially in the face of heart-wrenching loss. She reassures us that we will find a way through. There is comfort for us when we need it, even if further work needs to be done before we can be fully released into a new era of happiness. When Alpha of Alcyone makes an appearance, we are near to the deepest, darkest phase of our suffering and can trust we are already beginning to emerge on the other side. Alpha brainwaves are deep, calming waves. They are what we experience when daydreaming or slipping into peaceful relaxation or meditation. In the alpha state, imagination and intuition are heightened, as such, these brain waves are a gateway to the subconscious mind. As the bridge between conscious everyday awareness and deep altered states, alpha waves allow us to be awake and functioning while connected to an inner well of wisdom and support. If we are in stimulation overload, alpha blocking can occur. Learning to consciously switch off and relax by dropping into the 8-12 hertz range helps us melt away stress and tune into our intuition without becoming too floaty and unfocused. The Oracle of Alpha of Alcyone supports us in relaxing and reconnecting to optimism, even during tough times. In such a state, we realize that difficulties will eventually come to an end and we will be provided for. This oracle brings guidance that a new reality of happiness is available to us even now as we steadily make our way to the light of a happy new start. Healing process. Find a place where you can rest without being distracted or disturbed and settle into a comfortable position. If possible, have something restful and beautiful to look at, such as trees or the ocean or some beloved crystals or sacred objects. Become aware of your breathing. Now let your focus be soft and diffuse. Notice the rise and fall of your breath and allow it to become slower and deeper without forcing it. If there is tension in your body, use that same soft, diffuse focus to relax that part of your body a little. Allow your mind to drift without trying to hold on to any idea, without trying to follow any thought, but just softly, fluidly, open to the play of imagination. You may become a little drowsy, or you may just feel increasingly relaxed. Aim to get to the state where if you had to talk with someone, it would take you a few moments to speak, and you would do so slowly, rather than swiftly formulating your thoughts. Enjoy the softening of your mental edges. Then allow your imagination to drift into the heart as though it was a gentle, shining inner temple of white light. See two kingfisher birds flying and playing together. One lovingly protects the other as she lays her eggs. The realm is peaceful and still. You may even feel some emotion welling up as you connect to the energy of such a gentle paradise. Let your heart feel what it needs to feel. Just be. Dreamily and softly repeat the mantra, I embrace spiritual grace, several times. You may even want to dance or meditate a little upon that mantra. When you have rested in this space for as long as feels good, slowly and gently guide yourself back to the present moment and a somewhat more alert state by using your breath and grounding yourself. You have completed your healing process. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. I really hope this reading resonated deeply and that it found you exactly where it was meant to. Let's close this out with a little sound bowl clearing. And thank you. Thank you.